All right, here's the affable, classy Josh Emmett. His opponents would describe him with different words. I mean, you want to talk about death, touch, power. No featherweight's got it like he does.
I mean, nobody hits as hard as Josh Emmett at 145 pounds. This guy, you can look at him and tell that he's explosive. But to watch him put it into action truly is something special. And to be honest, he doesn't need to be that way. He's a wrestler. He has that ability. But because he's been able to put so many people to sleep, he relies on the right hand of death. And tonight, he looks to land it again.
And his left hand can ruin your life, too.
Yeah.
Well, there have been so many great undisputed featherweight champions in UFC history. Max Holloway, Jose Aldo, Alexander Volkanovski, and this is the latest entrant, another guy who people believe could be just as special.
John, think about the names that you just listed. These are three of the greatest names the sport has ever seen. And this man is starting to build a resume where he stands alongside some of the greatest featherweight champions of all time. He is just a beast of an athlete. He is a beast of a champion, and he believes that tonight it will just be another notch on the belt as he keeps his championship belt.
We asked him in the fighter meeting, is this title challenger the toughest fight of your career? He smiled and said no comment. We'll see later tonight. All right, with that, both fighters have now graced the octagon. They will lock the door behind them, ready to go with a crazy fight here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Our tale of the tape for this featherweight championship fight. All right, now for the particulars, we go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Featherweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Josh CCO Emmett. Introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, the Korean Superboy, Dooho Choi.
One of the best in the business, Mark Goddard, is our referee.
Good. Let's go.
All right, here we go. Another big night for the MMA leader from Las Vegas, Nevada's T-Mobile Arena. Been a lot of seminal moments in this building. I can think of one.
It was a big one for me at UFC 226. But John, also UFC 200, I got to stand across the cage from Anderson Silva in that arena. This is a place where big fights happen. And tonight, you get to stand amongst the legends at the T-Mobile Arena.
Josh Emmett, the former collegiate wrestler, known for his power in the UFC.
Yeah, he's got great power, but if you look at him, John, he's kind of squatted in his stance because he's as aggressive as anyone they have inside the octagon.
Some high-level, calculated striking on display here in the early going of this title fight, champs.
Yeah, it's a great fight, man. These two fighters have made their way to the pinnacle of the sport. They need to take their time and make sure they don't make any mistakes that are going to cost them a world championship.
Oh, big
my
power
goodness.
strikes landed on both sides. Well, don't want to read too much into this singular moment, but a nice job by the boxer to defend the first takedown attempt by the wrestler.
Well, the wrestler told everyone that would listen that this was going to be easy. He was going to be able to put him down and put him down at will. The boxer was able to defend. Let's see now how the wrestler pivots and see if he can build a game plan that still allows for him to get a win.
Right on the button. Well, his corner's getting frustrated now. He just got touched with that lead hook to the head again.
That was a beautiful shot. You know, it comes at him so fast. At times, very tough to see because there's no windup for this guy. It's one of his best punches.
And of course, there was a beautiful left hand that got in there a moment ago. Well, we've seen a lot of different elements to his striking game tonight, especially that hook. We'll see if he sets it up again
that
here.
was nice.
He has punctuated a lot of his combinations with that hook shot tonight.
Yep, John, that was a beautiful takedown a moment ago. But now, he's got to secure this position because if he doesn't, it's all wasted.
And he's back to his feet. Good side for him there. While the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by him.
And another strike from the top lands for him.
Well, this is exactly what you like to see. Nice combination of ground and pound punches. Outstanding pressure and activity by Josh Emmett. All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage could be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
All right, DC, let's look at some of the highlights from the last round. Lot for the replay guys to choose from.
Yeah, man, these guys stood on a quarter in the middle of the octagon. Take one to give one. Over and over, each guy landed, and they both landed very well over the course of that first round.
You good? Good. Let's go to work.
As advertised.
Oh, nice.
Choi's eye looks to have been cut open from one of those. Oh, he rocks him with the check hook.
That was beautiful. Great setup, great precision, and now he has his opponent hurt. Jab hurt him a little bit. Oh my goodness. Nice shot there by the champ. What a fight. Both of these guys are trying to finish.
Oh, and now a right. Oh, not a lot of defense there.
Johnny cannot keep taking these shots to the head.
Just over 2 minutes now to go in round two. Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Caught the kick.
Oh, that uppercut landed for him. Feint left there by Josh Emmett. All right, good job by him there to raise the guard and protect his head.
He's doing a good job of keeping the guard high, blocking his head, making sure he's not taking those damaging strikes up top.
Emmett gets the shot to the target. Just way too quick for his opponent on that one. Well, prevailing narrative in this round, right, has been his defense. He's absorbing a lot of these shots with his arms.
Yeah, he's just blocking. Like, the guy has great defense. It's a brick wall.
Oh!
You're throwing shots, but he's constantly blocking.
Final seconds of the round. Emmett's bleeding from the mouth, Daniel. Looks as though there's a cut on his lip. Thankfully, he's a lot tougher than I am. All right, that's the end of the round. You see the fighter's got a cut on his lip. Not necessarily a Robbie Lawler lip opening, if you know what I'm talking about, but certainly something that could be a source of adversity here moving forward. Cut man in there quickly to try to shore it up. All right, so there's the end of the round, and on one side, thrill, on the other, agony after that knockdown.
Yeah, he was able to really damage him with that big punch. You see the hands, the speed, how sharp he is, how technical he is. It allows him to land in spots where his opponent is winging punches. Great strike landed, great punch landed to put his opponent down.
You ready, Joe? Good? Come on, let's go.
Round 3 of a possible 5. All right, so after one of the more entertaining rounds in recent UFC history, our next round is upon us. Man, those guys both took some serious damage in that previous round.
They both took some damage, but they both gave it. They both gave it as well as they took it. Let's see who wilts and goes down first. Beautiful defensive skills on display. That was beautiful, John. The way he was able to avoid and evade and allow his opponent to go right down. Oh, he hurt him again. That landed clean.
And really starting to make these shots count. Working out a half guard now.
Posture's up.
Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really effective with their strikes in this one. Oh, big shots here. Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Emmett. Well, that's turning training into fighting, right? Just great instincts to reverse position.
Well, I mean, he did a really good job. He recognized, listen, I cannot be here. I need to flip positions, and he did exactly that. But what he has to do here is just try to stay relaxed.
He's got the knee on the belly. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy, trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up. He's looking the posture. Nice transition.
All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes. Great job landing the strike from his back.
Oh, and he escapes up to his feet.
This dude is gone. He has no idea where he is, John. He got hurt very bad. That was a perfect shot. Oh!
All right, so there's the horn at the end of the round. He got knocked down just before the horn, so he'll walk back to his corner here. We'll see if they can get him physically, mentally back into the fight. What a moment at the end of that round. Put the pressure. All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's your replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well, but when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal, and if he can land, he does have the ability to damage him.
Good. Ready? Let's go.
Fourth round of a possible 5 to decide the UFC featherweight title. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll. Beautiful diving strike lands. Huge ground and pound strikes finding the home. Oh, another huge ground strike landed by him there. How much more can one man take? Oh, huge ground strikes. All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
Oh, just like that, that'll do it, and still, Dooho Choi, the undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world.
This guy is amazing, John. Time and time again, he puts his skills on display. What a beast the champion is.
All right, to make this title fight official, here's Bruce.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Honors called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 50 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, the Korean Superboy, Dooho Choi.
So the Korean Superboy Dooho Choi with another highlight for the reel here tonight. A big win for him in this featherweight division, and it's pretty wild to think that this guy is just getting started.